Alright, so an exciting day. Today is the first day with a new gong for me that I just got yesterday evening. And so this one is a little different from the Chau's. This is a Feng gong. And so with Feng gong, it's also called a wind gong. It doesn't have the same rim. It's not as deep. It's not as heavy as the Chau gongs, which really means it gets those overtones much faster. And so if you do hit it hard or put a lot of energy into it, it really starts to take off and those overtones start to sing. So why I got this one, it's so interesting. It's almost an exact match to my 32-inch Chau. So even though this is just 24 inches, has the same fundamental frequency, even shares a lot of the same sweet spots. Like it really plays almost the same, just the overtones are a bit different. And obviously the overtones on the Feng gong are much faster to come up and start going into that bigger crash. But I really love playing them together. They've actually been really great pairing thus far, so enjoying to see where this is going to go. But without any further ado, I'll show you how they sound. Start to hear how that crash is a little bit more present than on the other Chau's. And I'll hit that 32-inch just so you remember what that sounds like. So it's also cool because they're really kind of floating around the same frequency. You get more of that kind of wah, wah, wah as you have those frequencies are so close to each other. So what's cool with gongs, especially if their fundamental frequency is so close to each other, one way to really drive that out and just get the fundamentals is using a bigger mallet. And this mallet's probably even just a hair oversized for the 24-inch. It still plays on it very nicely, but what it means is it really just brings out the fundamental. You don't hear a lot of the other overtones with it. You do get it some since it's a wind gong, it'll kind of pick up towards the end, but maybe you'll hear what I mean. So it's really that one tone is very present. And for this gong, that's right around 86 hertz. Which is also exactly where the 32-inch Chau gong sits. And this mallet will really bring out the same in that Chau. Very similar sounds, having them just slightly so different really allows for that, especially in person, kind of the wah 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 effect, because they're just so close in frequency but ever so slightly subtly different. Alright, so the obligatory thing I haven't done for you yet with the wind gong is show you how it crashes. And this is one of the really fun parts about a wind gong. It separates it out really from the rest of the Chinese gongs that you can purchase. Is that it's just so thin, it doesn't have that rim, so it really takes off in the overtones. So give it a listen. Overtones, so you do have to be careful with it, just depending on what the purpose is. But otherwise, that crash can really open up and make a lot of sound. that's where with Feng gongs you can really get to kind of that orchestral crash a little faster, but maybe with a little less control than you have on a Chau gong as well. So just another thing to add in, and this one's nice that it's 24 inches, so I can pick it up, swing it around, and then creates a lot of fun things to do in the room, especially when you have it matched with another gong so close as I have with the 32-inch Chau, and they both happen to be exactly double the 52-inch Chau. And so there's a lot of fun relationships you can do, especially now having this one mobile, so I can bring that around the room. So overall, super excited to start to learn this gong, and really happy to add it to the Chau Time Gong family here. So I'm sure you'll see this in a lot of videos coming.